Welcome back, students. Master Spleen speaking. As the Great League semester ends tomorrow, it's time to prepare for our next class, the Ultra League. If the Great League is well known for its dense meta, here we have a more restricted meta around mainly 3 legendaries: Cresselia, Giratina Alterated, and Registeel. The main purpose of this video is going to propose you 3 teams to help you fight during the Ultra League. So let's jump to the first team. I'm going to present you. It's Togekiss, Swampert, and Cresselia. Togekiss is a very good lead because he hard counters a lot of common leads you are going to see in Ultra. For example, Giratina, Obstagoon, Poliwrath. But you really need to take care and be careful with Steel types, Fire types, Venusaur. So that's why we are going to pair it with Swampert to take care of those Fire types and Steel types, and Cresselia. I know that you are going to tell me, Spleen, Cresselia is somewhat weak to Charizard, but by switching it and with 3 Psycho Cut advantage, you turn out this matchup in your favor. And basically, even in the 1 shield scenario, if you shield correctly, I mean you shield the Blast Burn, you can still win this matchup. And bonus with Cresselia is that with Cresselia in the back, you can play the clock and you can, let's say, win the game with the time up, and that's a common strategy in Ultra League. So let's jump to the first battle here with my friend Ultimates. So shout out to him and thanks a lot for this training battle. So we go here. So as we see, Togekiss in the lead against Swampert. So it's a favorable lead for me because I win the 1 shield scenario. So I'm going to start charming down. Of course, he's going to reach a Hydro Cannon before I can reach a charge move, but it's okay. I'm going to let that go through. And I'm going to continue to charm, and he's going to bring his own Togekiss. So here I'm going to throw this Ancient Power to force a shield, basically, and I'm going to swap out and to bring Cresselia, because Cresselia can really handle quite well the Togekiss, and it's going to be the battle of the tanks right now. So I'm going to go until this Future Sight. Here the Togekiss reaches charge move, so I'm going to shield. It's a flamethrower, and I'm going to throw. Once I reach almost 100 energy, I'm going to land this, or at least try to throw this Future Sight. You know, with the current, let's say, debuff of Moonblast, now it's more interesting to land Future Sight because you have stab, and as he shields, he shielded the first charge move. Here I'm going to throw this Moonblast because it's enough to KO. I'm still up a shield. He's going to come back with the Swampert. So here it's likely an Hydro Cannon. So I know I can tank it. So I'm going to let that go through, and I'm going to throw this Future Sight with minimum HP. And as you can see, it's going to do some quite nice damage. And the Swampert is going to farm me down. So not ideal situation here, so I'm going to come back with the Togekiss. Basically because my Togekiss health is quite low. And here I'm going to shield, because I haven't seen his last Pokemon, and I don't know what it could be. And it's a Charizard, so insta swap on the Swampert, and he's going to be able to Swampy is going to be able to do his job, because you are going to outpace the Charizard, and with 2 Hydro Cannon it's going to be enough to KO the Charizard, as you can see. So here it's likely going to be, I think, a Dragon Claw. Yeah, it is a Dragon Claw. I'm going to be able to reach an Hydro Cannon because before he can Blast Burn, and even at that range I don't think a Blast Burn will be enough to KO. So GG to Ultimates, and you can see the power of this team, winning the lead, and then you have like a great coverage to help you out. So the second team I'm going to present you is Scizor, Swampert and Togekiss. So really like this team, especially because Scizor is very spammy and is an amazing counter for all the top metas Pokemon. So for example, Cresselia, Giratina, Charmers, Articuno, and I'm running Scizor with Bullet Punch, with Night Slash, and with Iron Head. So Scizor struggles against fighting types, against fire types, and against other steel types that could have access to fighting moves, for example. So here, that's why I'm going to pair it with Swampert and with Togekiss. And the main strategy here is that if you succeed to close with Togekiss with shield advantage, basically it's a GG because he has like an 80% win rate in this meta. So let's jump to the battle. This battle is going to be against our Dean, so against the Count. So let's see how we do it. And we have an excellent lead because it's a Scizor against a Clefable lead. So he's going to switch to Escavalier, so I just charge on a bit of energy and I come with Swampert. So here with Swampert, basically against Escavalier, it's a great, let's say it's an advantage, but you really need to take care of this Mega Horn. So I assume that the Count will throw the Mega Horn and I shield it correctly. So here it's my turn to spam charge move, so I'm going to throw this first Hydro Cannon. I'm going to throw a back-to-back Hydro Cannon to try to draw a shield. And he's going to shield again. And I'm suspected that he wants to take my second shield or to take out my Swampert. And so I'm suspected a Mega Horn, so I shield correctly this Mega Horn, and I'm going to farm down the Escavalier. So he still has a shield. He was barely close to the drill run, I think. And he's going to come with Cresselia. So there I'm going to unload all this energy I have on my Swampert. So first Hydro Cannon, and I'm going to be able to reach an Earthquake. So I'm going to throw that. He's likely not going to shield because that's why you use Cresselia as a tank to absorb all those kind of damage. And he switched to Clefable again. So just charging a bit of energy on his Cresselia and swapping to Clefable to absorb this. I'm going to come back with the Scizor, and here I'm going to try to bait with the Night Slash. It's not super effective, but you can raise your attack as you can know. So he's shielding, so great, and I got the boost, so nice. So here I'm going to throw because I was a bit afraid, and frankly I lost track of his energy because he swap in and swap out several times his Clefable. And here comes the Cresselia with energy, trying to reach this Night Slash, but it's not possible. And it's going likely to KO me, but I have like the Togekiss in the back and the Swampert, so it should be enough to finish this game. And I'm going to charm down the Cresselia, and here I think it's going to be a Future Sight, but it's not going to be enough to KO. And he's going to just be charmed down. So GG to the Count. So lead made the difference here. So as I really like this team, I'm going to highlight you another game with this team, but by losing the lead, so you can see how versatile this team is. So Scizor against Poliwrath. So very bad news for me because it's kind of an hard counter resisting most of my moves. So I'm going to come in with the Togekiss to do some damage. He's not switching, so it's a bit weird for me. So I assume that he might not have some counter. So this Ice Punch is going to be super effective. And now he's switching to his Steel counter, so a Male Metal. So here, trying to reach a charge move to, let's say, to take a shield. So I'm going to shield because I want to start to force shields. So I'm going to go until this Flamethrower and froze. It's likely going to draw a shield, of course, because it will do some nice damage. And he's going to charge some energy and throw this Rock Slide. Here I'm going to let my Togekiss go back to rest, and I'm going to come with Swampert, natural counter, and let's farm some energy with Swampert. So I'm expecting super power, of course, but I'm going to not shield because I want to keep my shields because he still has the Poliwrath in the back, so it's going to be a back-to-back super power. I'm going to shield the second one because the extra damage are starting to be difficult. So I'm going to, now that I'm loaded on energy, I'm going to throw this Hydro Cannon. Because of the debuff of the superpower, it's going to be enough to KO, and he's going to come back with the Poliwrath. And here I'm going to throw the Hydro Cannon, a bit trying to confuse him if I had an Earthquake ready or not. So I draw the last shield, very interesting, and here I'm trying to sack swap into my Scissor, but as you know, the current dynamic of the game is a bit broken with the sack swaps. So I succeed here to catch the Ice Punch, I assume it's going to be. So not effective at all, and here I'm trying to, and it's a Togekiss in the back. So this Iron Head likely going to one-shot or almost one-shot the Togekiss. So I try to undercharge a bit just to be able to farm a bit down to try to do some cheap damage. Here the play is really trying to put the Poliwrath in range for a Hydro Cannon of the Swampert and be able to KO. He's going to throw. I'm really just hoping it's not a dynamic punch and it's only an Ice Punch. So I think my opponent here made a mistake, and here comes the Nice Slash again. So even if it's resisted, you can see it's some nice damage, and he's going to force him to throw. So here I wanted to sack my to bring my Swampert to throw, but he's throwing energy, so it's fine by me. And as you can see, just a matchup to close the game. So GG to the game Felix, another of my training buddy here. Thanks for the training session, it was very nice. And let's jump to the third team. So the third team I'm going to present you is the Cresselia, Charizard and Giratina. So you use Cresselia in the lead for his bulk, for his overall positive matchups, and the advantage of Cresselia is that even if you are in an unfavorable matchup, you can still force shields because he's such a bulky monster. Charizard is here to a bit protect your Giratina that you are going to use as a safe switch, so to protect him against those fairy types that could really deal massive damage to Giratina, to protect against potential Registeel or Steel types that resist Dragon type attacks. And Giratina here is going to be used as a safe switch. It is currently the best safe switch you can have in Ultra League. And the pro tip here is that with one Shadow Claw advantage, you switch the Swampert matchup in your advantage. So it's very good thing to remember. So this Pokemon, just don't give him energy advantage because it can be deadly. So let's go here. This game it's against our Dean, so the Count. So let's see how this team is doing. So you have a Shadow and Pharos, so spicy pick here for the Count against the Cresselia. So very, it's a very spammy Pokemon and Pharos because he can reach those Thunder Punch quite easily, and with the Shadow bonus, makes some nice damage, as you can see. So I'm going to here to charge a bit more energy and to go for the Moon Blast, a bit to shield bait to see if I can draw a shield. It is the case, and he's building energy probably to do a back-to-back Thunder Punch, but I'm reaching out a future sight here, so I'm going to throw and see. So he lets that go through, and luckily for him, the Ampharos survives that. It was a bit surprise for me. So here I'm really expecting this back-to-back Thunder Punch. So I let the first go through, I put the shield here to block the second one, and I'm trying to fast move down. But I think I forgot how good Thunder Punch was, because I'm left with now with maybe 5 HP, and here comes Shadow Snorlax, and as you are going to see in this video, this thing is a beast. Look at that, the potential, because as it's in its shadow form, it's doing 20% more damage, but it's still a bulky thing. And look at this damage from the body slam. So I'm going to try to land this blast burn, because in my mind at that moment I was like thinking that he might think that I'm going to bait because I had some residual energy. And here comes the next body slam. I'm going to shield because I want to keep, and it's Giratina in the back. So Dragon Claw, it's going to be super effective. So I'm trying to draw the next shield, and I'm going to go with my own Giratina. I'm like not in a favorable situation to be honest, because this Giratina has energy, so I assume, and it's going to be dependent on the IVs, that is going to win this matchup. So I will have my Charizard in the back, maybe to try to sweep the game, but let's see if we succeed to do that. So as you see here, it's a back-to-back Dragon Claw, even if I succeed to sneak out a fast move. So I'm going to reach this Dragon Claw. I'm really hoping here that I can really KO him, and no, it's not the case. So here for the forcing him to throw. So as I told you before, here the play is really will my Charizard be able to farm him down and to have energy to throw at the Snorlax, but unfortunately that's not the case. So GG. So the power of this Shadow Snorlax, as you were able to see, is really amazing. So if you have the resources, I think that the Count will agree with me. Just build one. So students, I hope you like the content. I wish you good battles in Ultra League, and don't forget to like the video and to subscribe to our channel, as more content is coming out soon.